Our involvement with the 414 window has been a process. I remember while still pastoring, hearing George Barna at a local conference, 2004-2005. The importance of children's ministry did not only make sense, but it resonated with my heart. Over the next 2 years, the Lord began to recall me to missions, to the nation of my birth, Cuba, and to empower and facilitate children's ministry there. Between 2007 and 2010, we were able to train over 600 children's workers and reach close to 50,000 children in the most difficult, challenging field of our hemisphere. When the time with the missions organization was finished, God's assignment did not lift. We continued to serve in countries like Dominican Republic and Colombia, and in the process, we became aware of this global movement for the 414 window. Well, God began to clarify His vision to us, which we call M414, Mission to the 414 Window, a global strategy for Canadian partners and national children's workers to reach and raise the next generation.
Otto and Liz have been married for 25 years. They have 3 daughters, Kaylee, Jessie, and Leslie. Otto was born in Cuba and Liz was born in Colombia. Their ministry of over 20 years includes a Bible college education, leading short-term missions teams, facilitating mission partnerships, as well as pastoring. Their ministry exists to encourage, equip, mobilize, and empower national children's workers to reach and raise children with the love, truth, and power of the gospel, so that they may become the leaders of tomorrow.
We focused our ministry on reaching children because, if truth be told, poor leadership is the cause behind the sad state our world is in. Leaders abusing their power, selfish agendas, and corrupt politics are hurting the nations. If we can teach children about God, His love, and the difference between right and wrong, we are influencing the architects of the future, and in turn, changing the future of the nations. I realized the importance of reaching children when we were training children's workers and serving the church in Cuba. I came across a story of a little boy named Pedrito who one day became really ill, and Pedrito saw the worried look on his mom's face and said to her, "We haven't tried praying, how about if we pray?" And his mom thought, "Wow, pray? I never even thought of that. I don't even know how to pray." So he took the lead and taught his mom how to pray, which was something that he had just learned in one of the children's outreaches that he had been participating in. The wonderful thing about this story is that the next day Pedrito was well again, and his mom was amazed at the power of prayer. And because of that, she went to the church and talked to the leaders there and decided that she wanted to keep attending. My motivation comes from knowing that I serve a God who's working all things for good for those who love Him. And what He's doing is bigger than you or I, and I want to be a part of that. I consider it a privilege to be able to partner with a God who has an amazing future prepared for all of us.
When the going gets tough, what keeps me going is the memory of this girl that we met at a slum in Dominican Republic, Rosario. She was 9 years old, never gone to school in her whole life. Well, her family, they had never settled long enough in a place for her to attend school, and we were able to change that for a small amount of money. What I mean by we is the local pastor, the local slum church, our national volunteers, and then God's money raised through partners like you, who enables us to go to the front lines and make a difference in children's lives like Rosario. There are so many more waiting for us to impact them with God's love.
When you support Otto and Liz and their ministry through M414, you are helping to raise awareness and understanding of the 414 window. You are adding momentum through M414 by engaging churches and individuals to care, pray, support, and serve children locally and around the world. You are enabling the 414 zone to become a virtual place where national children's workers can share wisdom and resources to reach and build children's lives with God's truth and love.
Thank you for your continued support and partnership in the gospel.
Together, we are the answer to Jesus' request. Let the children come to me and do not hinder them.
Everyone matters to Jesus. So let's reach and raise the next generation with His love and His truth.